yeah, by the way, I got to throw Jeff under the bus since we're in spooky season, just out of it, I guess. Oh, there's a noise coming from the boiler room. What does Jeff do?
I'll go check it out.
He checks it out. It's rule number 1. Don't go in the boiler room.
And especially by yourself, yeah.
No, yeah. And when it's dark out and there's nobody going to be here for like an hour, you're going in that boiler room. You are a horror movie waiting to happen, Jeff.
Okay, that's enough. You're right. And I really hate it when you make sense. Okay, I know you give me a hard time about how we start these podcasts because I never know how to start them.
Yeah, because you're a radio guy.
Right. And I'm like, okay, just start. But I want to start on a serious note. We have a lot of fun on the podcast. We pick at each other pretty much. And I mean, I know that's kind of our job, to put a smile on people's faces.
Yeah.
It's also our job to help out the community. And I keep thinking about, we're doing this food drive with First United Bank. And I keep thinking about November 1st, SNAP benefits because of the federal government shutdown.
Yeah.
Gonna end, and it's gonna get bad, Rach, and we could make a difference.
Yeah, and it really, I know everybody is thin on money right now. We're rolling into the holiday season. It's gonna be tight for everybody, but I think that people don't realize how far a buck goes.
Yes.
So even if you had $5-10, I mean, $1 provides 3 meals at the regional food bank. That's a day's worth of food for somebody.
Don't we, I think our legal ID used to say, maybe it does still say on the radio, that like serving 1 million people in Oklahoma City.
Something like that, yeah.
So you can, that's math that I can do, and I suck at math.
And
$1.
Unfortunately, I think Oklahoma is one of the hungriest
I think so.
Unfortunately. So yeah, I think if we have enough, which if you've got food on your table, it's a blessing. So if you can spread that blessing around, do what you can to help a neighbor. And
I think the reason that this, to me, always hits home, that everybody can do something with this. Because if you don't have the cash, you probably have at least one extra can of beans or something. You see where I'm going with all this? And I hate to kind of start off on the reality.
It's a real need.
Yes.
It is a real felt need. And we're aware of it. And I think I want others to be aware of it so we can all pitch in together. There is enough around if we all band together and help out. So.
Well, and right now, like I said, we've teamed up with First United Bank for their food drive. So if there's a First United anywhere near you, you can drop off the non-perishable food items. If you go to our website, magic104.com, we got a link that you can make a monetary donation right there.
Yeah. And if for some reason you don't do it during this, you can always donate Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma. If you don't necessarily have a lot of money, volunteer your time up there.
Oh my gosh.
They're going to need so much help packing stuff up for all these families. I mean, there's a way to give back to the community.
We already know, as Rachel mentioned too, that we're one of the hungriest states. So we're already having all these food insecurity issues, and now it's about to get worse.
Yeah.
So let's all, I guess what I wanted to do was really put a plea out. Let's all do everything we can to help out. $1 or a can of beans.
Yeah. Whatever you've got will help.
Okay. I just wanted to get that out.
I'll pivot out of the seriousness with another food related. Somebody else is giving out food, and I think this is a great idea too.
Okay.
Did you see this story about a Nashville band that's throwing out hot dogs at their concert?
What? Like, are they cooked?
Yeah, they got a grillmaster on stage.
And they're throwing out cooked hot dogs?
Yeah, they wrap them in foil and they chuck them out. So even if you don't catch it, still good. Still good.
No, that is awesome.
I think all bands need to try that, especially if you're going out to festivals or something. Maybe you're a smaller band trying to get those crowds. People know there's a grillmaster on stage. They're going to come up close to the stage and they're going to be real excited.
Okay, since you brought that up, I'm going to give you this hot take.
Okay.
Ketchup. Ketchup does not belong on a chili cheese dog.
Well, not on a chili cheese
right.
dog.
Now, hot dog's fine. But
okay.
if it's a chili cheese dog, no ketchup.
What about mustard?
No mustard.
I can throw some mustard on a chili cheese dog. The ketchup seems weird, though.
Actually, just leave it chili, cheese, hot dog, bun, done.
I mean, that's the purest way to do it, but I wouldn't kick some mustard off there.
I love this.
So I just think, heads up for bands. Norman Music Fest coming up next year. Maybe some ideas.
Can you
get
imagine?
Get a grill master up there. Chuck out some dogs. You'll be everybody's favorite band.
Can you imagine somebody get injured by a hot dog and then they're in the ER? What are you here for? What happened? I got pegged by a hot dog at the concert.
Okay, well, don't pitch them out. Maybe just underhand. Just underhand toss them into the crowd. That way everybody's eyes are safe. Just throwing that out there.
I love that.
How's that for a pivot?
That was a nice pivot. I don't have a smooth pivot like that. But while we're talking about things that you should, I wanted to bring this because I brought it up to you. I know everybody's always looking. In fact, Lacey just asked us the other day, what are we watching on streaming? It's called, I wrote it down, My Mom, Jane. This is the Mariska Hargitay story.
Yes.
And I told you it's really, really, really good. Now, it's on HBO, but if you have Prime, you can rent it from Prime.
Yeah. I know nothing about Mariska Hargitay. I don't even know what she looks like.
That's the other reason I wanted to bring this up. Because when you said that, I'm like, you have never seen an episode of Law & Order SVU.
Not a single one, no.
It's been on for like 20 plus years and you've never seen one.
No, I mean, I see them on in the background and like when they're muted in other places, but no, I've never sat down and watched a single episode.
Rachael.
This is not my genre of show. I've never seen CSI, any of them. There's like 50 of them in there.
Really? That's not your genre?
No, not really.
As much as you're into true crime and that really... It doesn't land right?
Hold on. Let me stick my snobby nose in the air.
Oh.
It's a network program. I just don't think they're as gritty and edgy as cable programs are. I say it like that, even though that is my true opinion. Technically, usually I just don't like network television as much as I like cable.
Maybe on those others you're talking about. I will tell you SVU has gotten very, and not just once or twice, I mean, over all the years, very edgy, very gritty.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Very just, I cannot believe we're watching this. I think you should give it a shot.
If it's been on this long, it's got legs. I mean, there's a reason why it's stuck around
Even
that
though
long.
It's network
no,
TV.
now we're into the problem that it's been going on so long. Where do I even... I can't just jump in now. I don't know any of these characters. They've probably been through many iterations of characters. Do I have to start from the very beginning? Am I committing to watching 20 years of television now just because I was like, all right, well, I'll give it a shot? This is the part that stresses me out. I don't even know how to jump into something like that.
I didn't mean to stress you so bad.
What's the rules, though? Is it episodic? Like, could I jump in at any point and could totally understand everything that's going on?
For the most part, yes, because they're all individual stories, and a lot of their stories are based on true stories. So...
But is there a through line with characters, too? Like, they're going to have interpersonal relationships, things like that, that go...
I think, honestly, and maybe I am the wrong person since I've watched, because I was going to say, I think they don't worry so much about that. I mean, they do a lot of character building and all that, but I think the overall story you'd still get, and I think you could just pick it up. By the way, I didn't get to finish. The reason I brought that up is, if you didn't know, and you didn't when I told you this, she's actually the daughter of Jane Mansfield.
Another actress that I've heard of and don't know who she is.
Right. Now, I didn't know much about Jane, and that's the other reason that this was so cool. You learn a lot about that, and you learn a lot about how she really was this very strong and intelligent, but yet Hollywood wanted to make her a dumb blonde.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah. All right.
It is really worth the watch, and it's surprising the kind of childhood that Mariska had. And I learned how to say her name properly. I always thought it Mariska, but there's actually an H in it. Mariska Hargitay.
German? Russian?
Something like that. But I don't, you know what? Don't ask tough questions. Come on.
Sorry, didn't mean. It wasn't in the doc, apparently.
You know what? I'm going to have you over and you're going to watch one episode just so I can make sure you've seen it.
Okay, well, I'll give it a shot. I might not care because I don't know who any of these people are. So I don't know if I'll find it compelling enough, but I'll give it a shot.
You didn't know anything about Reacher and you were like, okay, I can watch this.
Yeah, that's not a documentary about somebody's mom. It's a slightly different feel.
Okay, I meant SVU, Reacher. Not the documentary.
Oh.
Yeah, I meant the SVU, not the documentary.
Okay, I'll give them both a shot. How about that, Jeff? Here's a totally different thing. Jeff, are you a FaceTime user very often?
Not really. I do, but not really.
Not unless you have to show something to somebody. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Me either. But I got a bunch of FaceTime calls from Beth the other day. While I was at a remote at David Stanley, broadcasting live, she keeps calling me back with various boxes on her head.
Wait,
I just answer,
boxes?
And she's got a box on her head.
What is she doing?
She has to make 5 hungry hippo hats for, I guess, her work spirit week or something like that. So she was trying to find the box that fits best on her head. Hugo was so confused. She's like, I don't know, is this one too small? I feel like it's pushing my ears a little bit. This one might be too low. So anyways, that was so random. And I thought, you know what? I get into the weirdest situations because of Beth.
Yes, you do.
She adds so much color to my life. Just off the top of my head, I threw some down. One time we drove all the way to a haunted house. It was like 45 minutes away. Once we got there, we decided it was a little cold and the line was long. So we just went outside, took a picture by a tree and left. Drove all the way back.
Okay.
Yep. Because we decided we can make our own decisions.
Okay.
Maybe my favorite one. she gets herself, I don't know, bless her little heart that just believes people who tell her things. But she got into a weird deal with somebody that installed her Christmas lights. And then they were like, we'll store them for you. All this kind of stuff. So she goes back. Turns out that the people that did it was just a couple. They went through a nasty divorce. Who knows where her lights are at this point? Anyways, through a series of messages, she found the address where her lights should be. So she decided we should go over there and ask them to get our lights back. We went up to some stranger's door.
What could go wrong here?
I know, right? Some stranger's door. We did get a police escort, by the way, because we're just walking up to a stranger's door, but they have her property that she has paid for. So we have a right to do this, but we didn't know what may or may not pop off. So we did have a cop there, by the way, just so you know. Nothing popped off. But the sad story, she was like, my children, you know, I'm a mom of 3 foster children and they just love those lights. They were so excited to come home. And she was tearing up. And I mean, it was the greatest sob story. Wow. I mean, she is emotional about it, but she kicked on those tears a little bit. She kicked it up a notch, added a little drama flair to it. Still didn't get the lights back.
Well, I was going to say, how'd this end?
She still has no lights on the house. It's been 3 years. She paid for custom lights, never got them back. Haven't been able to resolve this.
So they weren't at this address you went to then?
If they were, they weren't going to tell us about it. Oh. I don't know, but I just get in the weirdest things. You know that I craft a million things that are weird. We crafted an entire aquarium into her office once, covered all the walls and the ceiling, everything.
That trunk or treat thing you did with Jurassic Park, was that for her?
Yep. To Jurassic Park, the whole. She just gets me into. My life would be so dull without Beth, is what I'm saying. There's be no. Oh, also, what I did. She was talking to my niece. She asked my niece if she had done anything fun, exciting this weekend. She said, not really. What have you been doing? And Beth said, well, I had to make 5 hippo hats. And without skipping a beat, my niece said, oh, is that like your new hobby now?
Yes.
Beth is so strange. It didn't even faze her. Like, oh, this just must be a thing. She must be making hippo hats now.
Yes.
This seems totally normal.
Beth, the hippo hat maker.
They're pretty cute, I gotta say. If you want a hippo hat, she might be your gal.
Hungry hippos.
They're real cute. I'll put a picture of them.
Yeah, I want to see them. Yeah.
Okay, anything else you want to discuss?
You know, I did have something while you were talking, and it's already left. So, no, we'll move on. Let's go to the game.
Okay, you want to get Okay, I got one more thing before the game. I don't know if you know this, because you haven't been single in quite a while, but I feel like we're entering the lonely season for the singles. You know what?
It's funny you say that. I read somewhere that Halloween actually is the loneliest night for singles.
I saw that, and I was like, oh no, were we sneaking into it earlier than I thought? But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, Halloween does add to the loneliness factor, because there's parties. Are you going to go by yourself? Everybody's got their couples costumes. It's kind of a group situation. I can see how that adds to loneliness. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I didn't need an extra month. In my mind, it spanned from like November to the end of February. That's your lonely
And so
season.
Now you're saying it's
and
from
now,
October.
Yeah. Now they're telling me I got to include Halloween in this. So I got a whole other month in my lonely season. It's a sad season, Jeff. You got any pro tips to make it through the season?
Wow, that's 4 months. I just had to do that.
It's a long chunk of time that you're just like, well, now this is the time that everybody's doing stuff with their significant other. It's everywhere all the time. You got Thanksgiving and Christmas and Valentine's Day and New Year's all stacked in there. And now apparently Halloween.
I wish I had some really great words of wisdom, or I don't know. I could pontificate on a. I don't.
Me neither. Sorry, the rest.
Unless didn't we read too that everybody goes to the Reese's peanut butter cups first in Halloween trick-or-treat bags?
Yeah.
Maybe surround yourself with Reese's peanut butter cups. I don't know, Rachel. I'm trying to help.
Eat my feelings.
I'm trying to help here. I'm trying.
Well, we got 4 months to figure it out. We'll keep thinking on it. Yeah. Maybe we'll come up with some suggestions. Pottery. Find a hobby.
Well, you've done that. Check. Your pottery's legit, man. I tell you, it's on fire.
We'll keep working on it. No.
Maybe you put the Reese's peanut butter cups in your pottery.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just trying to marry the two. I'm sorry.
All right, let's get to the game, Jeff.
Which, by the way, I won that game last week.
Everybody saw. Uh-oh. Which article of clothing do I wear most often?
I'm going to go with yoga pants, leggings, whatever you want to call them.
Well, yeah, I was gonna go with sweatshirt, but you're right.
Sweatshirt.
Summer and winter, both yoga pants. So technically, I do wear those more than the sweatshirts because sometimes I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You change out your clothes. I mean, you're wearing the same type of clothes. You got shorts and the collared shirt on all the time. But like a specific, I'm going to say those shoes. You do wear your white shoes that you got on today, those white Nikes. You wear those a lot.
You know what? I'll give that to you.
I think those might be your most worn shoes.
I'll give that to you because that's pretty much on par.
Okay. Woo! Points for both.
Yeah.
Tied up.
This isn't even fair. Who do I call most often?
Me. Janet?
Yeah, it's Janet. Come on.
Dang it.
Yeah. I was going to go with you. It's either going to be your parents or Beth.
I don't want to call anybody.
I know you don't, but if the question is who do you call the most often?
It's probably I probably call my parents most. Who calls me the most? Beth, for sure.
Yeah, I said parents first.
I know you're going to get it. Right. You're going to because either way you name both of them. I did not get it. I thought maybe me. I don't know.
Well, actually, you're second.
Okay. I was like, you do call me quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I do. You're
work
second.
Related, but you know. What am I most superstitious about?
You know, that's a tough one with you because you're really not.
I'm only
even
a
as
little
much
stitious.
as you are into the thunder, you're really not superstitious. Like I have to wear this on this and do this on this and eat this on this. I honestly do not know this for you.
I think that's the right answer. I'm not really superstitious.
I don't think
the
you
answer
are.
is that I'm just not.
What do you think for me?
God, you're superstitious about everything.
Yeah, but let's narrow it down. Let's narrow it down to OU football.
Oh, okay.
At least I can make it a little easier for you.
Well, you're wearing the shirts all week long. I know you got an underwear situation as well, which I don't understand, haven't asked about, don't need to know. But I know you got both of those things happening.
Yeah.
Any more that I missed?
No. So definitely for OU Texas, it's all week OU. Didn't work this year, obviously. And then right now, my superstition on it is to wear something to OU for when we go on TV on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on Fridays. So, yeah, you get that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're still winning.
What is an irrational fear that I have? I think, but I don't know that it's irrational because I think a lot of people have this. I think you really do have a fear of what people are going to say about blank, your pottery, your on-air, whatever that blank you want to fill in is. But I don't know that it's actually irrational because I think a lot of people are that way.
Well, and you could narrow that. I care what the people I care about have to say about it. If I don't know you,
yeah,
you
not
can
so
say
much.
my stuff is trash, and I don't. It doesn't. You can just be on TikTok any morning and see that does. If I don't know you, your opinion of me doesn't really faze me at all. But the people that I care about, if they don't like something, then that affects me greatly. I was gonna say yours isn't necessarily irrational either, because you're just afraid. You're a light flipper honor. You're checking everything all the time. You're checking corner. You're checking. And I don't know that that's irrational. It's probably good. I don't do that. It seems a little irrational. I will say it seems irrational the extent that you take it to. There's a healthy, I need to check my surrounding things, but I think you take it up just one extra notch.
I think that's because of like 90% of my family's always been in law enforcement.
Yes.
And they've always just ingrained into me about being aware of your surroundings. And I wasn't as bad about the lights and stuff up here until we had an issue up here where
that's what I'm saying.
There was a very true threat.
That's why I'm like, I don't know that it's irrational.
So,
but you take it to another. There's one thing of flipping the lights on. There's another thing where you're looking around corners and
or going back into the mechanical.
Checking the boiler room. Oh yeah, by the way, I got to throw Jeff under the bus since we're in spooky season, just out of it, I guess. Oh, there's a noise coming from the boiler room. What does Jeff do?
I'll go check it out.
He checks it out. It's rule number 1. Don't go in the boiler room.
And especially by yourself, yeah.
No, yeah. And when it's dark out and there's nobody going to be here for like an hour, you're going in that boiler room. You are a horror movie waiting to happen, Jeff.
Okay, that's enough. You're right. And I really hate it when you make sense.
Okay, you want to move on to the last one?
All right. Who is my hero?
Well, okay, I'll go with the first thing that came to my mind. Your dad.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Sounds pretty amazing, man. My hero. Who is my hero?
I want to say your dad as well, because and even now that you're learning more about him through that app.
Yeah.
I don't know, so I'm just going to go with your dad.
My dad is incredible. He's definitely a hero of mine. The first thing that occurred to me was Beth, only because she's tried to die on me more times than my own pop has. So she has fought her way back many times. It's very impressive. So, I mean, both my parents, Beth would be up there.
That's pretty cool.
I got a lot of heroes.
Yeah, that's pretty
fortunate.
Cool.
Hold on. I've been forgetting to keep score, mostly because I'm losing.
I'm sorry. Say that louder.
You heard it. This is going to be harder for you than me. What was my most physically painful experience? This is going to be your injury in high school. That's got to have been probably your most painful injury, right? I know you've injured yourself a multitude of ways, but bending your leg backwards, you'd think would top that.
Honestly, no. And I always have said it was a blessing from God. When I hyperextended my knee, it came back and my toe touched my thigh the wrong way.
Yeah, that seems like it would be.
It went numb immediately. And they said it was because it was such a clean tear of all the nerves and tendons and everything that it went numb. Now, when the feeling came back but I will tell you, the knee surgery I had, the pain that was in my thigh.
The aching that you were talking about?
Yeah, because it had nothing to do with the knee. It was in the thigh. That by far, I ask everybody that I run into that's had knee surgery, it was the worst pain ever. Like I could never get it to stop hurting. Yeah, it was bad.
Well, I guess people with upcoming knee surgeries have that to look
Yeah,
for.
now, I mean, moving forward, from that, it's great. There is no pain.
Yeah.
But going through that, I'm telling you.
Dang, worse than flipping your leg backwards. Yeah. I thought for sure I was going to get that one.
Is yours your fall down the stairs when you were in, grade school?
No, that didn't actually hurt that bad. Okay. It was a little shocking when you slipped downstairs and you're like, oh, crap, what happened? Mine, at some point, my body just locked up on me. I don't even know what happened there. But literally I couldn't move a finger without being in pain. It was something with my spinal where it set off like every nerve in my body.
Holy cow.
To the point that I could not get up to go to the bathroom. I was in my home. My mom was like, I'm going to call an ambulance. I'm like, what are they going to do? They'll have to touch me. There's no way to fix this. I was already taking a muscle relaxer situation anyways. Yeah, that was miserable. Beth had to come over and do like the hospital roll to put me on a pad so I could pee in my own bed because I could not get out. Yeah. I could not move anything on my body. Yeah, that was rough. That's when I started all my physical therapy and whatnot. Which is
wow.
I have not had that kind of reaction since. But yeah,
I've never heard this story. This is unbelievable.
Everything in my body. It was bad. That was a pain level 11. I was just screaming. Mom had to leave the house. She couldn't hear me screaming anymore. It's too hard on her. And I was like, well, step outside because I can't stop this. So yeah, that was the worst.
Man, that makes me hurt just thinking about it.
I don't recommend it. I tell you how to stop it, but I don't know what set it off.
I'm not sure what started it, so I don't know how to stop it.
I know 8 years of physical therapy has helped. Anyway, all right, Jeff.
What? Did I win?
What if I just throw up the screen? Do I have to say it if I just put up the screen?
No, just throw up the screen. I won.
Congratulations. I guess 2 in a row makes it a streak.
I am the champion.
Oh, you got to get more than 2 in a row to win. Catch up with the Thunder, Jeff.